Hello, everyone. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. We have a fantastic community because of you. Thank you. I take your 12 questions out of the chat, or as many as I can. I don't actually have a full 12 right now, but we'll see how it goes. I have another little black spot. What's with these little black spots on my screen? That's weird. I clean my screen. I don't anyway. Hello. I take your 12 questions out of the chat before I come on. If you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are there. I timestamp them as I go. And just read on the collective energy. Just see what's out there. It's never 100% accurate, but that's not how tarot reading and astrology work. We're looking for insight. We're looking for trends, that sort of thing. So this is also a spiritual practice for me, but just making that clear up front. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And we've epic troll slayers who keep us safe. So that's that. Interesting questions today. Very interesting. So I actually want to start with a and I'm still using the electronic app for now. It's better. Actually, let me grab this. I keep trying to shuffle, even gently. Let me see how we're doing today. This isn't so bad. Ow. Okay. That. Okay. And oh, sweetheart, Bailey Boo Boo, are you okay? No, I can't push. I can't push down the center of the. Okay, so we're still using the app. That's what's going on here. It's much better. It's almost flesh colored again. But yeah, it's not there yet. So sorry about I know some people really don't like the electronic app, but honestly, this I go by what I feel anyway. It's my intuition, so all right. Thank you, Jolie. Oh yay, Doxy mom had a colonoscopy for colon cancer, got a clean bill of health. Yes. Yay. That's wonderful. Oh, congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Glenna. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Rollins. All right. So we're actually going to start at 3.5 minutes in. 3. It helps I go from my toes to reach over the keyboard. Okay. So it's at this morning on Texas Monthly. It was an article. Will the Alex Jones verdict change the conspiracy culture he popularized? So this is going to have a chilling effect on lying. Yes, Kathy Delisle, ain't science grand. That is true. Yes, it is. All right, so because if this is going to have a chilling effect on Alex Jones, why isn't Donald Trump in court on similar types of civil charges? Matter of fact, that's where I'm going to start. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you. Actually, no, I'm going to start there. That's what I want to know. Because this is ridiculous. Poor Swalwell. How long has he been? He's trying to get Trump into civil court. Goodness gracious. 5. First, Alex Jones. Why Not Trump. 5 minutes in. Let's do this thing. All right, let me share. Whew. All right. First, Alex Jones. Why not Trump? Why hasn't he been dragged into a civil courtroom? Ooh, I think he's going to be. There's a real chance here he's going to be. I've got a sort of actual truth in the center. It feels good, like it's actual truth. He has done so much damage to so many people. He's also made an immense number of powerful enemies. More insult to injury. I mean, he just doesn't stop. But he's just a man now. And look at this. Tower. Moon. Someone I wonder if the civil cases have to wait until he goes through some kind of criminal process. I wonder how much his having been in office at the time actually would protect him, at least until a court decides that what Trump did was illegal, therefore not covered by being the president or working for the government at the time. Let's ask. Let's do a bigger reading. Donald Trump getting the Alex Jones treatment in court. He was in the government at the time. That's the problem. That is the problem. Now, in the near term, Biden's DOJ, Swalwell, others, they're definitely going to come after him. His home environment, the Democrat, CC, anyone who's against him is a Democrat. The Democrats are, from so many places, are so against him. I saw this card and I was thinking, they were going to rain on his parade. I got a mental image of him inside his tacky, wherever he is, because everything he owns is tacky, and the sprinkler system going off, and he's just stuck standing there, just raining on his parade inside his businesses. Just home environment is not great. What I don't like is only having to give a little, and the message that sends. So I wonder if he's able, because he's able to keep some secrets because he was president. We need to get over this. The presidents they're special. They're not special. We're Americans. We're Americans. I understand there's top secret stuff. That's different. They're not special. They're people. We're all equal. We're all equal. Deal with it. He doesn't deserve extra special anything. He's a person. He's a man, and he's a jerk, by the by. All right, well, will Trump... Oh, I wonder, related. Where am I? It's Mel Broussard. Presidents are citizens, no more, no less. Exactly. Joe Biden, I think he's doing a good job. Considering the situation he's been given and the Senate he's been given, I think he's doing. He's got the unemployment rate at. He's got really low, huge numbers of jobs added, infrastructure bill passed. He cares about people, but you know what? He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Anyway, so at 11 minutes in, will Trump get hit hard with criminal charges rather than civil? No. With criminal convictions. Plural. Rather than civil. That's the question to ask. Right, Julie. He got NATO together to help you defend Ukraine against Russia. NATO's growing. All right, so will Trump get hit hard with criminal charges rather than civil? I'm not seeing. This is odd. I'm asking. There's something. I'm asking the question wrong. Okay, is Trump going to be hit hard with criminal charges? Criminal convictions. Will Donald Trump, jerk extraordinaire, be hit with criminal convictions? Hit hard with criminal convictions. Evidence. 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 In the past, ducking and dodging and privilege but beneath him, he has the Democrats who are willing to be patient and see this through. I remember I had one person come through, you guys probably might remember, I had one person come through the chat months ago who was like, what do you guys do here? It was, we to read political stuff, and right at that point I was reading on Trump, and why do you even care? He's not in office anymore. It's like, oh no, you don't understand, it's very important. And it's funny, she's like, oh, all right, well, good luck. I'm out. It's like, all right. But the truth is hanging above him. This is nowhere to hide. He has nowhere to hide. He is getting, his position is weaker and weaker. The evidence is mountainous. He's tried to knock down as much as he can. Home environment. Ultimately, the temperance card, those are cups. Cups are Democrats. Above him, the truth. Below him, Democrats willing to stand up to him. Then we have the card of evidence, the 8 of cups. Temperance in the home environment, which is 2 cups, big energy. And what other people see, Ace of Cups, raining on his parade. Final outcome, 9 of Cups. All of the evidence, and it can be used in multiple places. Same evidence for different charges, different types of Donald Trump. I'm not picking up. I'm picking up a lot of frustration from him, but I'm not picking up a lot of worry. Yeah, that's because he's an idiot. Ta-da! Peach Melba says, looks like you can't afford that Trump yellow hair dye anymore. I was actually going to start my last question today. I was actually going to ask. There are people saying that he might be wearing a toupee these days, so I was going to look at that last today. But I've got rancor. He tried to stir up trouble every chance he got, but I've got justice right in the middle. Yep. Enjoy that waffle bar at Ego Largo as long as you can. So, all right, at 16:15, we go on to the original question I had down. 16:15. All right. Will the Alex Jones verdict change the conspiracy culture he popularized? Because if people can go after Alex Jones, why can't they go after others who have been pushing this kind of garbage? So what's going to happen to the conspiracy culture? Ooh, what's this? It's the same thing, but just laid out differently. Let's try it. Okay, what is the Alex Jones verdict? What effect is that going to have on all the far right reporting? Oh, it said there was one in the middle. They lied. Whatever. No, there's still plenty of people who aren't going to listen to reason. So I could have sworn there was one in the middle. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's if I choose one. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand now. So, yeah, there's still plenty of conspiracy theorists. But they're not going to find it quite as lucrative. Smaller venues, smaller content producers. But the age of the conspiracy is still upon us. More and more and more and more. But it's nice that the establishment has said, yeah. And the far right, they thought they could just keep stirring and 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 stirring. French Revolution, anybody? Yes, we'll stir up the populace to take power away from this other group of people. Haha, look how smart we are, until the populace gets so angry. You've made them so angry, they turn on you too. The underestimated, they think Democrats it's easy pickings. Democratic stuff is low-hanging fruit. So it'll be smaller venues. I'm not seeing it having a huge impact, definitely having an impact certainly on larger organizations that have the money to lose. Partially because what Alex Jones did was particularly emotionally egregious, attacking suffering parents who had lost their children. So, yoy. Hello, Lynott. Melbersard, Mar-a-Lago's on-site diner name is now christened officially Ego Lardo. That's good. I like that. Okay, so at 20 minutes in, let's have a look at Linda Stokes' question. Will Republicans ever get back to being Republicans instead of, well, you put Trumpicans. I would say fascists. Yeah. Because as much as we don't like what Republicans were doing, if you go back for a while, they didn't actually go full fascist until Trump. I don't think. Not in the mainstream. But now, have you seen the people who have been winning the primaries? Oh boy. It's like we're not gonna have a midterm election. We just set up a bunch of cuckoo clocks. That's, yeah. Anyway, so, well, let's ask 21 and a bit. Will Republicans ever get back to being the awful people we knew they were, from being the callous people that we knew they were in general, to being, instead of being the fascist and Christo-fascist that they're trying so hard to be now? Guess what? Their guiding light is still money. Surprise. Trump, even once his power is no more, and he is completely out of power, you still have these far-right jerks. They're still out there who still think Democrats are wussy and easy pickings, and they are going to run all of their extremism. They're just going to keep on going until it just runs into the ground. Their extremism just getting worse and worse, more egregious, more awful, more cruel, just on and on and on. But it feels like the energy is just shrinking from this side to the other side, from there, Trump, to the 10 of wands on the other side. Yeah. So don't expect any of them to wake up. They're not going to wake up until they are regularly defeated so badly, and they are pushed so far out of power that they finally they wake up and go, hang on, maybe this isn't working. Linda Johnson is saying a lot of the blame for what has happened in the Senate really is on Mitch McConnell's head. Yes. Trolia says basically white supremacists till the bitter end. Disgusting. Linda Sue's also saying Tea Party. Hello, sweetheart. Tea Party started by Limbaugh, Hannity, Jones, Beck, etc. Ooh, yuck. Anne is saying, avoid Arizona if the Looney Tune cuckoo clocks win. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think, Fuzzhead? Are they scary? Would they be good to the kitties? Because that's what really matters. Are they good to the kitties? Yes, you. Where are you? Oh. I had my knee up against the side of the desk. Hi. Oh, good boy. You're so good. Oh, okay. Go on the desk. You can be on the desk. That'll be fun. Okay. Nuclear Magenta is saying, I blame Newt. Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, okay. But when you lie down on the, I don't know what's going to happen. Yes. Oops. He's all comfy he's on the keyboard. So I don't know what's going to happen. You're so good. You're so good. All right. Oh, Trillium Terror, I'm sorry. Oh, you're so good. I finally got it out, or most of it out. I kissed the top of his head yesterday. Forgot I still had lipstick on. Had this pink stripe. I think I've got it out, or most of it. Is it? Yeah. Yes, Kathy Delisle. Boob was a very pure spirit. Yes. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. Yes, needs his airtime. Okay. So what was next? Okay. So we're going to have to deal with this whole Abbott, Texas, Washington, D.C. buses of migrants. It's most vexing. Hello there. Can I please have this part? Here, you can. Here, if I move this and I move that, and I get this out of the way, so you okay? So you'll be okay. Here, let me move this. Oh, that's hard to do. Okay. Just here. You're fine. See? Now you have space. Now the kitty has space. We're gonna look at this terrible thing. Yes, we are. We're gonna look at this terrible thing. Okay. I'll try to focus. Lump of sugar, Shay Laughter said. Oh, he is a lump of sugar. 27 and 27.15. Oh, 27.15. All right, so okay, so here's the thing. Abbott has gone through with his threat to ship buses of migrants to Washington, D.C. Matter of fact, from what it's saying in the news that I read, he has sent 160 buses. So to the point where the D.C. mayor has requested the National Guard to assist with migrants arriving at the nation's capital. The Pentagon has rejected D.C. mayor's request, saying that it would affect their readiness. There are several things to unpack here. Will Abbott ever be stopped? Will the poor, long-suffering mayor of D.C. catch a break? And what the heck, Pentagon? I'm sorry, we brought home how many people from overseas? Our military is how big? And I'm not seeing Washington, D.C. as being the front lines on any kind of big military. I know Virginia, there's a big shipyard and stuff, but you can't spare some National Guard to help. Really? Really? So, Dave says, what is a D.C. mayor smoking now? What do you mean? She should be able to ask for help and get it. Shay Laughter says, didn't the church help the last time he did this? I wouldn't be surprised. Goodness gracious. So so let's start with at 20. Where's this? Oh, okay. So at 30 minutes in, Abbott. Oh, there are 4 questions I could ask about this. All right, Abbott. Cruel King Abbott of Texas sent 160 buses of migrants to Washington, D.C. Abbott, what is going to happen to you? My gosh, can you imagine living with that much hate in your heart every day? That would be terrible. The law's going to step in. The law's going to step in that this is political payback. This isn't what's best for these people. This is just theater, and it's hurting people. Yeah. So, I mean, one of the questions is, will the DOJ or Biden step in? Somebody's going to step in. This is just far right. So far, this has been just far right messaging, posturing. But more and more, they're on the defensive over this stuff. It's not quite as charming as Abbott thinks it is. People are people. And I hate to break it to these people. I hate to break it to these right-wing nuts. But people are people. They have feelings. They have hopes and dreams and talents and possibilities. And my family's not indigenous. So, yeah. And I'm in the school that says the fact that we were traditionally not the easiest melting pot in the world, but the fact that we are a melting pot has been to our immense benefit. Talent, understanding, insights, pulling the best from each culture. Of course, it can be hard at times, but on the whole, it's good. They say that instead of buying a pure breed dog, if that mutts, we're just talking about dogs tend to be healthier. Well, 1,000 years ago, what was the likelihood that someone from Slovenia or that area was going to be marrying somebody from, some Celt from the British Isles? Not high at all. But matter of fact, they would have seen each other as foreign, very foreign. Oh, the other. The way that they used to 100 years ago, it was like, oh, no Irish people come in here. But there's always somebody. There's always somebody to vilify. Get over it. Good grief. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll get off my soapbox. Home environment. Well, everything I just said. Yeah. Hopes and fears. Ugh, ick. It looks like sorry, like I said at the beginning, it looks like there will be some kind of legal remedy to this. I wonder if he's offering to send them or if he's forcing them. I don't know. So, will at 35. Will Biden and the DOJ step in? it's a possibility. There's at least there's that. Because something's, yeah, this is something needs to change, but also the world. We are a melting pot. This is forcing people out without much legal choice, without much legal, like, sign this and get on the bus. Well, I don't want to. Kevin Brazil says he's offering the bus rides, is my understanding. Yeah, or what? What is being promised on the other end? What is, if they stay, what happens? There's a lack of understanding here. These people are being taken advantage of. These people are, yeah. This is not a situation where these people can consent really well. And Abbott, what the heck is wrong with these people? I don't get it. And in future, I don't know how much Biden and the DOJ can do. I mean, Washington, D.C. isn't a state. There's always some weird hinky laws involved there, and I don't understand. So, but they're just going to keep on keeping on. He's just going to keep sending people out. He's going to just keep being extreme. Oh, I can't stand this energy. It is so gross. This is more Will Abbott continue. And we should ask, let's ask about Beto. Yeah. Lynott is saying, yep, that's how my great-grandfather ended up in Michigan. His name was too Irish sounding for him to be successful in New York City. Yes, Melbourne, District of Columbia. It should be a state, but it's not. Not yet. I picked up that it will be, but it's not yet. All right, 30. I think that was 38. And that will Beto remove Cruel King Abbott from tyrannical rule. 38 minutes in. How anybody's voting for Abbott instead of Beto O'Rourke is beyond me. I'm serious. I cannot wrap my head around it. I try to be open-minded to, like, okay, what are your issues? What are you worried about? But no, this is just, oh gosh. All right. Still not getting good cards on this. Still not getting good cards on this. Yeah. Abbott's building up one heck of a record of cruelty and awfulness and heartache and pain and all of this, and that's the card of voting. That's the card of that's the decision card. But I've got corruption, cruelty, corruption, throwing red meat out to the base, and the weed of cruelty bears bitter fruit. Cruelty does not pay. But there he is. anymore. Come on, is there any chance Beto can just oust this cruel jerk? Or is the I don't want to say it's rigged the way that the people on the right do, but I mean, there's a chance. Government's in the middle, us on the left going, yay, somebody decent to run against Abbott. And magician, he's standing up. He's doing the right thing. He's standing up for people. Mel Broussard said Beto's raising a lot of money right now. Good. Kevin, who lives in Texas, says because of gerrymandering and good old-fashioned voter suppression, voter roll purging, and run-of-the-mill cheating. Oh, jeez. Urban canvas, streets of Hong Kong and Macau. Oh, I caught this live. I hope there is something about China and Taiwan. I've yet to see any terrorists do anything on it yet. Okay. Boo Boo would like us to read on China and Taiwan because we could use an international question after this. Yes. Odie kitty. All right. Beto versus Abbott. This card, this should be Abbott being out in the cold. But it's the voters in Texas being out in the cold. Or the heat. Or whatever else when the electrical grid fails and etc. Hello, dear. All right. Well, let's read on China and Taiwan. Just because I need to get out of this energy. Hi. Here, I'll move this up here. And then maybe you could lie down without laying on the... No? Okay. Right on the keyboard. Okay. Hi. Linda Sue. Boo Boo versus Abbott getting any more attention. Boo Boo wins. Yes, Boo Boo wins. You're so sweet. Shall we look at China and Taiwan? I can try. Yes, I can. So, oh, you are a sweetheart. 43. Hi. 43. Can't type. You know what? I'm going to turn on. I've got Dragon Naturally Speaking. I'm going to turn that on. Kelly says, I'm a proud product of the American melting pot. It's a good thing. Teresa Ford says, Mommy, the laptop is warm. Hi. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to load. I need his energy, especially some days with some readings. It's just, I really need the positive kitty energy. Yeah, exactly, Frank. If only Boo Boo could type. Yeah. All right. Are you working? 43:00. Will China attack / invade Taiwan ? Thank you, Good 365. Thank you. Okay, it's actually sorry. $45. New line. Okay. All right. So, will China attack Taiwan? Actually, I need this so I can see the cards. The last two cards, the King and Queen of Swords, the top right, that's the war games they're doing, keeping military around. Home environment, they've got their own problems. That Ace of Wands in the bottom right, that's the home environment. Center of the reading, I've got Strength crossed with the Moon. They've got big internal problems. In the past, just straight up corruption. And somehow people not questioning them as much as they are now, or questioning them as openly. You have such good energy. He's like, what is this war energy? What is this war energy you're tapping into? We could just sit here and be happy. Yes, we could be happy. Okay, near future. I've got the Knight of Cups there, so I think China knows that if they invaded Taiwan, there are actually some logistical things that can be done to make things really difficult for China, because as much as China manufactures and exports, they import a ton of basics like food and fuel. A ton. So, close off a couple of straits and things get pretty ugly in China within the year. I know, it's terrible. Insult to injury is above, as in, look, we've been over here. Taiwan's like, look, we've been over here for 60 years. We've just been living our lives over here for 60 years. China, Taiwan's just not that into you. It's not that into you. Move on. Find somebody who wants to love you for who you really are. And leave Nepal alone while you're at it. Just a thought. They're not into you either. That's why you've had to mess with them internally and try to change their religion. Hey boy. Kelly, who, China or Taiwan? Well, this is China. Just have sabers will rattle. And this is China knowing that the rest of the world is not in the mood. I sometimes wonder if the fact that we are out of Afghanistan and we are out of Iraq and we are out of those places, it makes me wonder if there are some countries in the world that are thinking twice about getting us involved with anything, because we still have a huge military, and we have a huge military industrial complex that makes a whole lot of military equipment and ammunition and on and on and on, and plenty to spare. Linda Sue, it feels like China's trying to terrify Taiwan into not receiving any more visits from Nancy Pelosi. But Nancy Pelosi isn't that important. She's the Speaker of the House, but she's third in line in secession, but Ann Menzies saying they could have a problem with Hong Kong. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Kevin Brazil, good point. Itchy trigger finger. Mel Broussard says, you've hit upon the truth. U.S. now has resources to deal with bad actors now that we're not encumbered with Afghanistan and Iraq anymore. Yeah. So I don't have an invasion here. I have cruelty, I have stupidity, but I'm not getting China invading. No. No. This is economic stuff. This is economic stuff. Seriously, China, you've got different passports, you've got different currencies, you've got different everything. They've been there for 60 years. Why don't you just let it go and work with them? Seriously. All right. That's what I'm getting for that. Okay. At 51 and a bit. Oh, back to Abbott. And then we get to read on Ron Johnson. That's why we have the pretty pictures and the colors and we do this together because, oh my gosh, this energy is so icky. Reading on the news. Oh, 5130. 5130. Is it true? I don't have a link. Did Abbott really state that Texas's problems are due to overpopulation at CPAC? Did he really say that? Oh man. All right. Do in reports. Abbott. Texas problems due to overpopulation 2022. He's busing migrants at the border. I'm not seeing anything about that. I would think. I'm not seeing anything on that, so let me have a look in the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just you'll have to let me know some other time, maybe tomorrow, whenever. But I'm not seeing anything in the news on that. Sorry. Okay, so let's go on to Kevin's question at 5315. So Ron Johnson, he wants to subject SS to annual budget talks and votes. Then there was some, I thought at first the question was about Secret Service. I was like, Johnson questioning the secrets, trying to defund the Secret Service? And then he corrected me that it was probably Social Security, which would make sense in his twisted worldview. But I don't know. He just said SS. I'm guessing you're not trying to defund the inner circle of Hitler. I can't imagine you wanting to defund them. I'd imagine you'd be taking notes. Oh, okay. But that relates to Holly and France had the question, will Social Security and Medicare be saved? So let's look at Social Security and then we'll look at Medicare. Social Security. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Urban Canvas. Thank you for the question. All right, Social Security. Yeah, you pay money into it your whole working life, but suddenly it's an entitlement you're not entitled to. Really? Social Security. People are suffering. I mean, you do not make much money. You really don't. There's a lot of poverty. I mean, Social Security is trying to keep body and soul actually connected. Not much more. I mean, like, if you've been sick for a long time in your life, so you don't have a lot of work history, your is slightly different, but your Social Security disability payment could be maybe like $400 a month, and that's it. Yeah. But this is Social Security, not disability. But other people say, thank heavens we've got Democrats in charge right now. But the far right, this is one of the nasty burdens they're trying to carry and dump on the people. They are determined, the far right is determined to start questioning things that other people are like, excuse me, what? Women's rights gone. What? Gay marriage gone. What? Social Security has to be renewed every year or 2 or 3. What? Jane is saying the current Social Security payments in Southern California is $1,040 a month. And you're supposed to, if you're disabled, or sorry, Social Security, that's not disability. But it's even that. And Southern California, you're going to be able to what? Get a roof over your head and feed yourself? Really? Genealogy Junkie says, I have a friend who lives on $600 a month, had to move in with their son. Oh, bless. Home environment. Oh, gracious. Yeah, there are some problems with the funding, but the government can fix that. And as who was it just saying? Holly was just saying the GOP has treated Social Security as their slush fund for years. However, it is my money and my primary income. Understand? Atha Volpe says the current average of Social Security disability is $840 a month. Fran is saying, I live in Colorado. I get $600 a month. Kevin saying the national average is $1,200 or so. Only way to make it is you have no expenses. Good luck. Yeah. Louise C. Love my pups. I bet I would. Social Security is not based on where you live. It's based on the number of years you worked on it and how much you paid into it. Oh, I understand that. It's just where you're living is going to make your costs higher or lower a little bit. Not maybe enough, definitely not enough to matter, but yeah. But the far right, they're going to keep pushing this garbage. We have to vote. We have to vote and make sure that these people do not get into power. I like that, Kelly. And average housing costs, let's see, $200,000,000,000,000,000. Actually, wait, I can show this. Yes. I like that. Yeah. Man. All right. Please vote. Vote as if your life and the lives of those around you depend on it. If these people regain power, we will get the country back eventually, because I'm never going to give up. I know many of you won't either. Most of you won't either. But it's going to be ugly. I will, if I need to get down onto my knees and beg you to vote. Vote. Please, I'll do it. It's that important. Yeah, blue tsunami, CM, exactly. And Darren, yep. Okay, Medicare at 1 hour 30. Oh, well, oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Okay. And yes, for those of you who are new around here, this is a part-time gig. This does not this does not pay my bills. It doesn't pay all my bills, no. But Medicare, will Medicare be saved from the far-right jackals? Medicare. As long as we vote. As long as we get... Oh, Kevin Brazil, I have faith in the Wisconsin Democrats. As someone who lives in Chicago and has lived in Wisconsin twice for several years each time, yeah. But as long as we vote, vote, Medicare. There was a really good article I read this morning about medical insurance. Pretty sure. Oh, by the way, this is totally random. Have any of you seen Bob? Okay, Bob Ross. You know Bob Ross with his happy little trees, the painter, and he had the big fuzzy hair. I assumed that was his natural hair. Young, I give you, apparently, so Sarah sent to me this morning. I give you, let me move this. I give you young Bob Ross. A friend convinced him, a hairdresser friend convinced him to perm his hair, and he did it for the rest of his life. Good looking guy. Anyway, I guess I didn't send that particular article to Sarah like I do 87 other. But anyway, I read a really good article. I wish I could say where I had read that or found that. All right, I'll have to look for it. Maybe share it on Twitter or something. All right. Nutrition, health. No, okay, it's not there. Not handy. So the point is that the system really needs help. Holly and Francis, no, he did the perm and then became known for it and couldn't change it. He regretted it for the rest of his life. Seriously? Oh, that's sad. Oh, it's sad that he would feel like he had to. Such a sweet man. All right, medical care in the U.S. It's like walking into a room where a tornado's gone through. The energy of the healthcare in the United States is in pieces. It's like, oh, I guess that used to be a window. Oh, it's not good. Will it continue? Badly for now, until Democrats get more power to try to start making decent decisions that will help people. The American people will continue to suffer under the immense strain of medical debt. Okay, so at 106, Sandy Miller was asking, it feels like the momentum in politics is finally crossing a threshold in Democrats' favor. Can you do an energy check on that for us? Okay. Is the momentum in politics starting finally leaning toward Democrats? Political momentum. I'd say yes. Women are going to vote in record numbers. Women. The higher wisdom to allow us to keep our own secrets, as in bodily autonomy. Just going about our little democratic ways, and the Republicans are increasingly throwing red meat to their base, to their extreme base, trying to stir people up, upset people, extremes, your country's being invaded, take away women's rights. Republicans, they're digging their own political grave. And every extreme thing they come out with, it's just not great. So, oh boy. All right, let me see here. All right, I've done 12 questions, so let me end with at 108.15. I heard Hal Sparks just before I came on. He was doing his radio show, and he said that Randy Singer, I honestly don't know who that is, but Randy Singer says Trump is now wearing a toupee. Really? Is he? Is Donald Trump now just smacking a toupee on top of his head? Part of the issue is he's being on the road and going to these rallies. He got the scalp surgery to help his hairline because he was losing his hair. Well, he's much older now, and doing that fake thing is not easy. And by the way, he was doing a rally last night. He was 2 hours late. 2 hours. Five, 10, maybe 15 minutes late. That's bad. I know. But 2 hours? And he's regularly an hour and a half, 2 hours late. He wants to look good for the ladies. I don't know what's grosser, Trump or the mindset of a woman who would be attracted to Trump. Ew. Just ew. Linda Sue says, I'm thinking his cotton candy is thinning bigly. Yeah, I think so. So, this it feels like keeping it secret, spending some money, because he's got to go out and do these rallies. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, except to his pride. And you mess with Trump's pride, and he reacts worse than a wild animal. Yeah. Remember the story about him and Ivanka when he got the scalp surgery? Yeah. Anyway, one day I won't have to read on Trump anymore. Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. I've done 13 questions. I've been on for an hour and 15, hour and 12. So, but I'm here every single day of the year. Everyone. Weekends, weekdays, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, I'm always here. And I will be right back here tomorrow. It is 1:31 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do creative sprints. You're always welcome. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who has sent me nails. I've been waiting to thank you to, when I cut out the gift receipt and I put it at the bottom where I hold the nails so that when I wear them, I can, but I find I'm not, I just want to make sure everybody knows how grateful I am for what you've been sending me. Thank you. And also on PayPal, thank you. Thank you. I don't feel like I really have an opportunity to thank you as much as I want to. So thank you. All right. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day.